coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
ले दिया ऑडियो छोड़ा वही लगे. So yes, welcome to the match between Somaiya versus Invaders. It's the Jfsc T20 Championship. The match between Somaiya versus Invaders. Winning the toss, electing to bat first. Umair is on strike and the very first ball that's been pulled away. The first boundary of this match coming from the bat of Umair. Ruksar, the man in attack for Invaders. The first over, the very first ball that was pulled away for a boundary, and then it's a good comeback. It's a spin attack right into the power play. This time a forward defensive shot offered, not for any runs at the silly mid-on. It's the big match was between Somaiya versus Invaders. It's gonna be a tough fighting match between both the teams. One fielder at mid-off, one fielder at short covers. That's again a good length delivery. Bat and pat together, not for any runs. A good comeback by the bowler after the first ball. It was a short pitch delivery and that was pulled away. Drifting onto the pads. Sweet sound coming from the bat. And the batsman crossover for a single. 5 runs on the board in the very first over. And it will be Mangesh Patil would be on strike. Umair opening his account with the help of this boundary. And what a match we witnessed between Anonymous Knights versus Yoddha Strikers. Winning the match by 85 runs was Anonymous Knights. That's a good delivery. First over gone, it's 5 without a loss.
Bowler number 2, Santosh Singh.
So the first over from the pavilion end by Ruksar. 5 runs were scored and now it will be Santosh Singh from the far end. The pace attack depending on Santosh Singh how the Invaders would bowl. Swings the ball very well. Either way is the outswing and the inswing. One slip in position for that healthy neck. Somaiya winning the toss and electing to bat first. Well, it's the big match here at the Fatima grounds in Mumbai. For live updates on scores and stats, you all can catch the Jfsc app from the Play Store, and you can watch live matches on YouTube channel of Jfsc. This time going down the leg side, it's been called as a white ball, but then it's the healthy pace of Santosh Singh, which will surely make some trouble for the batsman. Jfsc Elite T20 Championship 2021, and we are excited to announce our partners on board for the Jfsc Elite T20 Championship. That's a cracking shot onto the leg side. The second boundary of this match. Umair once again would like to thank our partners, the media partners, Cricket Graph, Jersey partners, 70/70 Sports, grooming partners, Jean-Claude Oliver, decor partners, Dynamic Design Decor, mutual fund distribution partner, Rungta, printing partners, JB Corp, estate partners, RK Realtors, munching partners, Inbisco India, award partners, Spectrum Trophies and Awards. And that's the sweet sound of the bat coming once again from the Umair's bat. Third boundary in this innings. The sweet sound using the full pace of the bowler, showing the direction, and once again it's Umair who would be on strike to face Santosh. The ball remaining low. And a good running, good call by Mangesh Patil, and it's in the form of Vice. the score for team Somaiya. "15 in the second over. One boundary in the very first ball of the innings and two boundaries in this over till now. Umair seems to be in a good touch today. Bright sunny Sunday, and what a swing that was. Santosh Singh, the key bowler for the success of Invaders, completely swinging the ball away from the batsman. Good seam position. 15 runs have been scored till now. That's a good delivery. Seaming away from the right hand batsman. Once again, the outswinger. Good length ball, and leaving the ball was Mangesh Patil. The very first two balls were dispatched for boundary in this over by Umair. Once again the ball remaining low, but it was a good call by Umair. Saw that the wicketkeeper missed it and they ran away for a single. It's the end of the over number 2. Team Somaiya winning the toss and electing to bat first. 16 without a loss.
Bowler number 1, Rukhsar.
2-4 इसके बाद में फिर 22.22 दूसरे ओवर में 11 16
Rukhsar to continue from the pavilion end. The first over he bowled considered away 5 runs, and second over of Santosh Singh giving away 11 runs. It's 16 without a loss. So that's a good start in the power play by Somaiya. They would be thinking to post 160, 170. Spin attack once again for the third time in this innings. That was a short pitch delivery. Well directed bouncer. Dot ball to start the over. Mangesh on strike. Hitting the deck hard was Rukhsar. Into the slot, that's been driven away. No chance for the fielder. The ball will race down for a boundary. First boundary for Mangesh in this innings. 20 runs on the board for team Somaiya. There's an appeal for the leg before. Umpires remain unmoved. That was a close call, but got an inside edge onto the pads, and lucky enough that he got an inside edge. But what a delivery that was from Rukhsar, the quicker one, into the middle and off stump line. Once again the quicker delivery. Slashing hard was the batsman, didn't connect it, and a good piece of a keeping there by the wicket keeper. Once again a fuller length delivery, but well fielded by the fielder on the verge of short mid-off. And that's wrong one. He's castled him. The first wicket falls. Rukhsar gets his breakthrough. It's the wicket number 1 falling in the form of Mangesh, and the new batsman walking in is Aditya. So the first wicket in the third over for Invaders. The score is 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. That was a good delivery bowled by
Number 2, Santosh, continue.
Ruksar. Aditya Singh, the new batsman. And it will be Santosh from the far end to continue the fourth over in the power play for Invaders. A bit of a fumble, direct hit at the strikers end. There's an appeal. Well, for some time that would be having the hearts in the mouth. Lucky enough, the batsman at the non-strikers end. Oh, that's a swinging delivery. Umesh Santosh Singh has a good healthy pace in his attack and swings the ball away from the batsman. The previous time Invaders played a match here, Santosh Singh was a pick of a bowlers, and he takes a wicket at the regular intervals. Now that's been timed, but straight to the fielder at the short covers, not for any runs. Well, it's not always the big shots which make runs. You need to spend some time on the crease and then go for the big shots. Rotate the strike at the regular intervals. Keep the scoreboard tickling in. This has been a good over so far till now. Play towards mid-on. Once again a dot ball in the over. 4 dot deliveries in this over from Santosh. The wicket making an impact here. The wicket of Mangesh Patil was clean bowled by Ruksar. Coming in with the angle for the right hand batsman. The first breakthrough on the score of 20. This time getting an edge. One bounce into the hands of the fielder at the gully cordon. Five dots in this over so far, and a lovely piece of bowling by Santosh Singh. It seems to have troubling the batsman in this over. Onto the pads, this time played on the onside, a single to end the over number 4. It's 21 for the loss of 1 wicket. Ruksar for the third time in this spell. One scalp to his name. The big wicket of Mangesh Patil. Bowling from the pavilion end. Once again, starts with the quicker one outside the off stump line. A good pitching. He's bowling his heart out, Ruksar, and in the return he has 1 wicket to his name. Captain showing a trust on his bowlers now. Oh, that's a good delivery. Beating the outside edge. 2 consecutive dots. The previous 7 deliveries conceded only a single by Santosh. And now Ruksar bowling with some good intentions. This time onto the pads, that's been flicked away. They are going for the one they have completed, and it's a chase for the fielder there. And that's a good running between the wickets, crossing their ends for 3 runs. So 3 runs for Umair getting those 3 runs, and it will be Aditya. That's a good piece of a keeping there beyond the wickets. The flash of lightning, the over gets completed by Ruksar. Some instinct of bowling like Ravindra Jadeja. That's been lofted. That's a good piece of a fielding there by Afan, giving the company to the fielder was Afan, and good piece of a fielding there by Sufyan. That's a good shot. Umair. The ball races down the fence for a boundary to end the over number 5. 29 for the loss of 1 wicket. Now it's been a good display of bat and ball, beating the outside edge. Was there a nick included? The first match we saw, a number of catches were dropped, but then byes signaled by the umpire. Lucky enough, didn't get that outside edge. No. 30 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's the power play in progress for team Somaiya. Bowling with the good pace, 130, 140 kilometers per hour. Santosh likes to bowl. A small guy, but then he has the variations in his bowling. Hits the deck very hard onto the right length. Comes with the bowling strike this time. Over the wicket for the right hand batsman. Very well taken by the wicket keeper. So the dot balls making the pressure here on the batsmen, but then they need to hold their nerves on, wait for the right deliveries and punish them and score those runs. Two big teams clashing here at the Fatima ground in Mumbai once again. The same delivery and the same result, a dot ball. If you bowl keeping on the right areas, surely you definitely get the results in, and it's the results. The dot balls which have made pressure on the batsmen, but then one loose delivery and all your efforts goes in vain. Santosh once again beating the outside edge. There was a nick included. Ball flying towards a fine third man. There was a fielder there. "31" is the score in the sixth over. It's a good power play and a good captaincy by the captain of Invaders. No run on the last ball. A dot ball to end the over. 6 overs gone. It's 31 for the loss of 1 wicket. Yes, a wicket to his name of Mangesh Patil was clean bowled. This time drifting onto the leg stump line. Played towards the square leg region for a single. The batsmen need to spend some time in the crease and punish the loose deliveries. Keep the scoreboard going on. Convert those singles into doubles. This time a bit of a field placement change for the new batsman. Umair would be on strike. Good call. Saw the fielder there. Gave a call. Aditya on the striker's end and Umair on non-striker's end. 4 boundaries in this innings still now of Umair. Aditya this time driven towards the long on region for a single. 4 boundaries which have been hit coming off the bat of Umair. Driven on a full toss towards the deep covers for just a single. He knows the value of a wicket and he will surely bat up till the end. Once he gets settles down, it will be shots worth seeing it from the Umair's bat. Yes, that's the result he gives. This time driven, no chance for the fielder. Afan tried to stop that ball, but then ball wins the race towards the extra cover region for a boundary. 38 is the score with the help of this boundary. So as we say, keep calm. The work will be done. It's a lovely timing. But then there's a fielder station there. Just a single. It's the end of the over number 7. The score for Team Somaiya, 39 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico.
Count and conceding away 25 runs. So that's a good economical bowling. So that's a good captaincy from the captain of Invaders, bringing his strike bowler at the right moment. Arshad Sheikh. The left arm Chinaman bowler, driven on the full toss, lofted drive towards the extra cover region, and 2 runs on the very first ball. Had it been firmly struck, that could have been gone beyond the fence, but nevertheless 2 runs, and the score for Somaiya, 41. This time punched straight to the fielder at the short covers, not for any runs. It's the 8th over in progress. Somaiya winning the toss, electing to bat first. Well, it's a good start. They have lost 1 wicket, Umair and Aditya. This time the bowler himself going towards the mid-wicket region on the 30-yard circle, and the batsman crossover for a single. You need to take the advantage of the widespread field. The power play is over, and now both these batsmen will look out to score some runs in the middle. That was a short pitch delivery, pulled away towards the deep square leg region, and a good throw straight into the hands of wicket-keeper. Driven towards the long offense, a bit of a misfield, and it results into the boundary. .47 is the score with the help of this boundary. A bit of a misfield, and then the runs coming here for Somaiya. Once again driven firmly, no chance as there was a fielder there at the covers. Dot to end the over number 8.
The magic of pocket coffee.
225. They have the depth in the bowling and the batting himself. But then it will be Somaiya who would be thinking to make some things correct here. This time a lofted shot. The ball goes all the way above the fence for a beautiful 6. And with this, it's 50 up for Team Somaiya in the 9th over. 53. That's a slog shot, and the ball goes out of the park above the deep forward defense. Good shot by Umer. Once again, it was a back of the land delivery. Beautifully batted away. The ball dancing down towards a fine leg fence for a boundary. 10 runs of the 2 balls here. And Umer trying to make pressure on the bowler Urvesh. A 6 followed by the boundary. That's a good ball. A good comeback by Urvesh. Ball keeping low. Over the wickets for the right hand batsman, making room and play towards the backward. Wanted to play towards the backward square leg, but then a single. That's a good sense of a cricket by Umer and Aditya. They are keeping the scoreboard moving on so that the pressure comes on the fielders and the bowlers. This time played with the soft hands, showing the direction. There's a chase for the fielder, but then, as we say, the ball crossing the fence. One more boundary in the over. It was beautifully played by Aditya towards the square of the third man. This is turning out to be a good over from the pavilion end for Somaiya. Once again, it's been lofted in the air. The fielders coming underneath it. And the breakthrough for Invaders here. Aditya wanted to go for a big hit, didn't connect it properly, and the second wicket fall. There was not a need for the big hits, but then a good piece of bowling by Urvesh, inviting the batsman for a play. Didn't get the elevation, and finally the breakthrough comes in. Ruksar taking a comfortable catch, running from the long on region, and Aditya back to pavilion.
Bring after this over.
Aditya scoring 18 runs in his innings, and it's a new batsman. On strike, it will be the change in the bowling end. Arshad to bowl the 10th over, driven on the full toss towards the long off region. It's a good piece of captaincy by the Invaders that they are not allowing the batsmen for the big shots, taking the wickets at the regular intervals, creating a room himself. Punch on the offside for a single. Umer Ajaz Khan on strike. Around the wicket for the right hand batsman. Wanted to field at the mid off region, but then the batsman crossing for a single as the ball deflected towards the long off region. The previous over getting a breakthrough of Aditya. Urvesh was bit expensive, but then getting a wicket. This time going for a sweep. Piece of fielding there from Urvesh. Good throw, but then wide ball called by the umpire. And plus 2 runs. So 3 runs helping the Somaiya. And the score moving on to 67. Pitching on the leg stump line, that's been flicked away. They are going for the second. Good running by both the batsmen. 69 is the score with the help of these 2 runs. It's the big match in the Jfsc Elite T20 Championship. The match between Somaiya and Invaders. Loud appeal. Umpire remains unmoved. And that's a forward defensive shot. The fielder was a bit on the 30-yard circle. A single to end the over number 10. Somaiya winning the toss and electing to bat first. They are 71 for the loss of 1 wicket. And with this, it's the drinks are on the field.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Till then, it's Urvesh Oza to continue. The first over he bowled conceded away 15 runs, 1 wicket to his name, and Umair not out on 40 of 33 balls, 5 boundaries and a 6 to his account. 121 is the strike rate, and giving him is the company. Azaz Khan playing on 2 of 2. Mangesh was out scoring 4, and Aditya was out on the score of 18, which he scored 3 boundaries to his account. But then it's 10 overs gone, 71, and after a drinks break it's Urvesh Oza. First ball swept away, not for any runs. So both the teams in the first sessions have played their heart out. 71, 2 wickets in process, and now Somaiya would be looking to take things more forward. Onto the back foot, punched away for a single. Umair playing a sensible knock here. One fielder at the backward square leg in the 30-yard circle. 3 fielders on the offside. One at the cover, one at point, and one in the gully corridor. This time using the feet, that's been heaved away, but then there's a fielder there. That's a good sportsman spirit shown by the fielder. Tried his level best, but then the ball deflecting off his hands outside the fence for a 6. Tried hard, but then in the end didn't balance his body, and the ball goes all the way for a 6er. On the back foot, this time played towards point region, not for any runs. Once again driven towards the cover region, and a quick single in the process for both the batsmen. Azaz hitting that ball very well. 7 runs till now in this over. Hitting a 6 was Azaz Khan. That's a defensive shot. Good thinking. Till the ball was fielded, both the batsmen changed their ends, and it's the over number 11 completed. The score for Team Somaiya is 80. So it's Arshad Khan from the far end. 9 runs of the 11th over after the drinks break. And surely now Invaders would be thinking to take a wicket here. Would like to take wickets in the short span of time. Onto the pads, it's been flicked away. There's a chase for the fielder from the deep square leg region. Meanwhile, the batsmen cross over for 2 important runs. Pankaj coming from the square leg region, fielding the ball, but then it's the batsman crossing over for the 2 important runs. It's the Jfsc Elite T20 Championship 2021. Was there an edge included? They are running hard, but then a good piece of a fielding there at the long stop region. Yes, it came off the bat. Score reaches 84 with help of these 2 runs. Umair on strike. 46. A good innings. That's a sensible cricketing shot by Umair onto the pads. Played towards the mid-wicket region for just a single. 47. Not out and just 3 runs shy of a very well-deserved half century. It's the gentleman's game and a lovely piece of batting by Umair. Now that's been hoisted. There's a fielder there. Raj making no mistake. And it's the breakthrough. The wicket of Azaz Khan coming at the right moment. He was the danger batsman. Likes to go after the bowlers, but then this time not able to control his shot, and the surface pair of Raj taking that catch. Third wicket falling for Team Somaiya.
New batsman name Ashok.
Ashok, the new batsman in. So invaders like to invade. So Arshad providing the breakthrough for Team Invaders. Onto the pads, that's been flicked away. Crossing for the couple of runs, and yes, they do so. Opening his account on the very first ball. And score for Team Somaiya moving on to 87. So it's not important every time the scores need to be scored in the form of boundaries or sixes. That's firmly struck. Wanted to stop the ball in the follow through. That's a good sense of a cricket by Ashok. A single to end the over number 12. It's 88 for the loss of 3 wickets.
New bowler Tausif. On 12 count.
काय नाही तरी ऑडिओ म्यूट करता. End. 88 is the score. 12 overs gone, 88 for the loss of 3 wickets. Tausif, and once again a left hand spin being introduced down the leg side. Was there any concluded? Yes, it is, and the ball races down the fence for a boundary. 92 the score, moving on with help of this boundary, and surely they would be insisting to post the score above 150, 160. Invaders have the long batting lineup in their hurdle. That's firmly driven straight to the points, not for any runs. Ashok playing on 7 and Omer on the other end, not out on 47. That was a tossed up delivery outside the off stump line, inviting the batsman for a play, missing it completely. These are the kind of deliveries which surely make some excitement for the batsman to play. That was hit very hard on the deck, but then in the end, getting an outside edge, the ball racing down fine of the third man for a boundary. The score moving on to 96 for Somaiya in the over number 13. It was a back of the length delivery. A fine touch from the batsman. And the ball racing down fine of the third man. Bat and pad together, defensive stroke, but then a quick single. Umer giving the call. He was running towards the danger end, but then it's a single for Team Somaiya. Bringing the front foot for the defensive stroke offered on the offside for a single. It's the over number 13 coming to an end, and the score for Team Somaiya after 13 overs is 98.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Need to score some big shots. 13 overs gone, 98. That's a good delivery to start. Pitching on the off stump line, moving away. The ball is skipping low, but then you need to stay alert. For the second time in this over, a play and a miss. You miss, I hit. It's the pace of the bowler which has helped him to gain a wicket here. And it's such a imbalance to view that Umer missing his half century by just 2 runs. Clean bowled on the score of 48. Lovely piece of a batting coming to an end. A good handy knock of 48 being applauded by his teammates in the pavilion.
सर ने मैं नहीं बोलूँगा।
कुठे कुठे
कुठे
So it's a new man walking in, Sunil, and giving him the company will be Ashok. But then a good innings coming to an end. Omer missing his half century just by 2 runs. A good piece of a bowling there from the new bowler Akshay. The off stump was uprooted and the 4th wicket falling. This time down the leg side, wide call by the umpire. 99 is the score. Each and every extra delivery they need to bowl out, and with this extra it's 100 up for team Somaiya, 100 for the loss of 4 wickets. Both the new batsmen in. On the other end is Ashok. That's a good piece of a bowling, inviting the batsman for a play, missing it completely. Deceived in the end. Akshay Singh starting a good over here for his team. 100 for the loss of 4 wickets. Oh, has he dropped it? Was there an inside edge included? But then a lovely piece of bowling by Akshay. Yes, conceded some runs, but the big wicket of Omer in this over. Will it be a turning point in this match for team Invaders, or will Somaiya post a big score? This time an healthy outside edge. There's a fumble, but then just a single. It's turning out to be a good over for the team Invaders. 101. This time getting a fine edge, and the ball goes past the long stop boundary for a bound. 14 overs gone, and the score for team Somaiya with the help of this boundary is 105. That's a good delivery from Tosif. Wanted to go for a single, but then in the end, resulting in the dot ball. Round the wickets for the. And what a delivery! You miss, I hit. The stumps and the furniture shattered off. The fifth wicket falls. And Tosif gets the wicket off for Sunil. Wanted to go for a sweep shot, missed it completely, and was clean bowled.
अरे वो दूसरे भाई उन लोग वो दूसरे हैं वो नहीं आता है।
So finally, the fifth wicket for Tosif in this over. The very first ball which he is facing is driven towards the long off. Afan, the fielder there, and opening his account with this single is Mohit. There's an appeal, but then the pressure building on the batsman. Invaders picking up the wickets at the regular intervals. Forward defensive shot, not for any runs. And that's a good comeback by Invaders after that short break. It's the end of the over number 15. Team Somaiya 108 for the loss of 5 wickets. .30 deliveries this time outside the off stump line. Wide signal by the umpire. 109 is the score. One fielder at the backward square leg. This time down the leg side. White ball signaled by the umpire. And a good piece of a fielding there. Effort which Invaders put on, and surely on this ball, as we got to see, just 2 runs. Diving effort from the fielder there, saving the most important 2 runs. Over the wicket, what an delivery. It's a dot ball. 16th over in progress, and score for Somaiya is 111. Goes for a big hit, misses it completely. Bowling in the right areas is Akshay Singh and making the pressure on the batsman as soon as the wicket of Omer Khan was taken right from the word go. The pressure building on the batsman to score those runs. This time Yorker outside the off stump line, but then not able to maintain his line and length. A wide signal by the umpire. Each and every run would surely help Somaiya to score some runs. This time again, the good length delivery from Akshay Singh. The dot balls making the pressure on the batsman. Once again, it's been played back to the bowler's drive, not for any runs. Akshay Singh is bowling his second over. 3 runs have been scored, but then it's in the form of extras, which he has bowled. Good piece of a keeping there by Urvesh. And the batsman cross over for 2 runs. Wides signal by the umpire. So the runs which have been scored in this over are in the form of extras. Whether it may be from the bat or the extras, it's most important that the runs keep coming in and the scoreboard keeps going on. A good call by the batsman, taking a good single. 116. Five balls bowled, 8 runs scored, and most of the runs have been coming in the form of extras. They need to maintain the line and length, but this time, as the ball connected, the sweet sound coming off the bat above the bowler's head. It's the maximum to end the over. Number 16. 122 is the score. And batsman crossing over for a single, played towards the short mid off. Bowling is the third over is Tausif. He's been a good form today. 1 wicket to his name. This time a forward defensive shot towards the covers region for a single. For live updates on scores and stats. You can follow us on Jfsc app and catch the live action on Jfsc YouTube. It's turning out to be a good over. Every ball which has been bowled, a single has been taken. So the batsmen are rotating the strike and putting the pressure on the fielders, thinking where to bowl. And Tose for surely would be thinking to take one more wicket and provide a breakthrough for his team. A good cheeky single once again played towards the mid-on for a single. 4 singles in this over till now. The previous over from Akshay turned out to be a good over. This time onto the pads. That's been played and the ball is racing towards the long leg region, and in the form of leg byes, once again the runs coming in. So nevertheless, how runs come, but this time Tosif strikes back. You miss, I hit. Wanted to go for a late cut. It's the quicker one from Tosif which makes the difference. And a wicket to end the over. 6 down. And the Somaiya score 130 for the loss of 6 wickets. The new man walking in at the non-striker's end is Shiva, and Santosh Singh to bowl his last over of the spell. The last ball of the previous over bought a wicket for Invaders. The quicker one for Tosif doing the things there. Pitched hard on the off stump line. Played with the gentle hands on the offside for a single. And it will be Shiva who would be facing Santosh for the first time in this innings. What a ball that was! Missing the full toss, and one more wicket for the Invaders. They are coming back in this match with each and every wicket they take. So the wicket number 7 falling on the score. The score remaining on 131. It's the wicket which has fallen, and the new batsman walking in. Aniket walking at the striker's end. That was a quick full toss by the Santosh, and once again proving it fatal. One more wicket for Invaders. Once again bowling with his heart out, with all the guns blazing in. Good pace of a keeping there by Urvesh. beyond the stumps. Backward square leg in position. One fielder at deep mid wicket. On the 30-yard circle. Appeal for the leg before, and well, it's one more wicket for the Invaders. Santosh Singh striking back in this over, making the things easier for Invaders when they come out for the run chase. It's the 8th wicket which has fallen. (131) for the loss of 8 wickets. 17.4 overs. The new batsman walking in is Harshil.
एट 2 बाकी
131 for the loss of 8 wickets. And surely now onwards, both the batsmen would be thinking to score at least 20 to 30 odd runs to post up the score above 150 when they come out to defend in the second innings. Santosh Singh striking in this over, 2 wickets to his name. Coming in for the left-hand batsman, struck on the pads. Good piece of a bowling by Santosh. As we were saying, he is the key factor for the Invaders, which can turn out the match at any moment. This is the 18th over in progress. Well, Harshil has walked out in the middle on the striker's end. Close enough to the off stump, missing it by a whisker. End of the successful over for Team Invaders. It's 18 overs gone, 131 for the loss of 8 wickets. .5 runs per over. It's Tosif who would be bowling his last over. 17 runs and 2 wickets to his name. And as we say, Tosif, the man changing the moment here, wanted to go for a big give, and once again the stumps are shattered off. 9 wickets fallen on the score of 131. Third wicket in his account. Tosif bowling the good line and length. As we say, the line and length of off stump and the middle stump, making things difficult here. And it's the last man walking in for Team Somaiya. Ashutosh Rathod, the new and the last man walking in for Somaiya. And surely Tosif would be thinking to close this innings here onward. It will be an easy target when they come out to for the run chase. Down the leg side, missed by the wicketkeeper, wide. +4, 5 runs here coming for the Somaiya. Bonus runs, 5 runs added to the tally of the scores. 136 for the loss of 9 wickets. Well, they wouldn't have thought 9 wickets would have fallen. The score 136, winning the toss, electing to bat first. But then it's the team effort, the bowling unit of Invaders, which have completely changed the intentions of this match. And Tosif, 3 wickets to his name. Onto the pads, that's been worked away on the onside for just a single. So the last pair in for Somaiya, the right and left hand combination, Harshil and Asutosh. Wanted to go for a big give. Just a single. Each and every run would surely help them to defend that score. But it's Tosif making the things count here. Once again the ball keeping low. Direct hit. But then the batsman safe and reaches at the non-striker's end. Ashutosh, a good piece of a batting there, getting those important runs. 139 in 18.4 overs, 9 wickets have fallen. How did he miss that? But then runs coming in for Somaiya. That was well outside the off stump. 140. Tosif bowling his beautiful spell here. Played back to the bowler's drive. They wanted to go for the second, but no. They remain for just a single. So good over coming to an end by Tosif. 141 on the board. So well, the final 6 deliveries left of the first innings, and it will be bowled by Arshad. Driven on the full toss, and it's the easy pickings. So the final nail in the coffin. Team Somaiya winning the toss, electing to bat first. They are all out on the score of 141. And what a piece of a bowling this is from the team Invaders. Target being 142.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. The magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
In the 20 overs, team Somaiya scored 141. They were bowled out by Invaders. A good piece of bowling from all the bowlers, and now it will be the run chase here at the Fatima cricket ground. Welcome to the Jfsc Elite T20 Championship 2021, and we are about to start the run chase. 142 is the target for Team Invaders. Raj and Dr. Asif in the middle. The very first ball outside the off stump, wide signal by the umpire. Pace attack in the form of Mohit carrying on the activities from the pavilion end. So the very first runs on the board for team Invaders. The target being not that big, 142 to win in 20 overs. That's and stand and deliver from Raj, the very first boundary. No chance for the fielder. The ball goes all the way for a boundary. He's a kind of a batsman who loves to go for the big hits. And he is in a good touch in this tournament. The match he played in the morning scored 98 runs and carrying on that form here. That was a cracking shot. Even the ball came just from the side of the fielder. And now the field positions being changed. Catching position at the short covers. This time the ball keeping low outside the off stump line. Runs coming here for the Invaders. He's a kind of a player who would like to dominate the bowlers. Once again smashed away, but not for the runs this time. There was a fielder stationed. Tausif getting the 3 wickets in this spell. And Invaders completely in the control of this game. Target of 142. Once again missing the line and length completely outside the off stump line. Wide call by the umpire. 3 extras and a boundary. It's the first over of the second innings. Slip in position. That's been lofted towards the long off region and the ball races down the fence for a boundary. Shiva gave the chase, but in the end the ball crossing the fence. Second boundary of the over. Once again a cracking shot from Raj. 1 bounce, 2 bounce into the fence. 3 boundaries of the over. Once you give room to the batsman like Raj, he will crack those deliveries. And once again the field placement changes being brought by the captain of Somaiya. 15 the score. Held the outside edge. There was a chance and nevertheless a boundary to the account of Invaders, and Raj will be a happy guy. There was a slip in position. The fielder was brought out, and this time the edge carrying the ball to all the way for a boundary. The 4th boundary coming in the very first over. Not a good line and length bowling, but then you need to bounce back. You need to come back in this over. Mohit, that's a good delivery. Bat and pad together. Full respect given. Dot ball to end the successful over. 19 without a loss of any wicket. Team Invaders. 19 without a loss of any wicket. And target is not that big, but then we can never underestimate. Anything can happen at any moment in the cricket. Well, Somaiya need to pick up the early wickets here. Build some pressure. Once again an edge, and yes, what I was saying about it's the first breakthrough, and Asif making the long way back to the pavilion. Primbak out without a sock scoring. That was a good line delivery, and ball carried away straight to the fielder. And finally something to cheer here for Team Somaiya. Well, they needed a breakthrough, and it's a big wicket of Dr. Asif, but then it's once again the danger man walking in. Afan outside the off stump, missing the line and length. One more extra to the tally of Invaders. It's 20 for the loss of one wicket. And surely the confidence of the wicket on the very first ball would make some pressure on the batsman. A good run up there, but then a good shot above the fielder at the points region. The ball races all the way for a boundary. It's a no ball called by the umpire, and the ball going down the points region for a boundary. 5 runs coming in for Invaders. That's a good shot, but then it's a dot ball, as it was a free hit. The previous ball was a no ball. A lovely piece of a bowling there by Trimbak. Bowling his heart out, and it's the kind of a bowling Somaiya will surely need it. One fielder on the backward square leg. Flying slip being introduced in. One fielder at the point region, one fielder at the flying slip. Surely they are pretending to take one more wicket. 2 to 3 early wickets, and well, they could be in the game. Somaiya, they have the bowling attack. That's been driven back to the bowler's drive, but then there was a fielder at the mid-off region. Good fielding, resulting in no run, turning out to be a good over. A wicket for Dr. Asif on the very first delivery, but then is extras they need to control their line and length. That's a good footwork by the batsman. Defensive shot, not for any runs. Bringing the bat and pad together. Trimbak seems to be in a good mood today. His bowling is line and length. One fielder at the backward square leg and one fielder and the leg slip cordon. It's the end of the over number 2. The score for Team Invaders is 26. So Team Invaders have started the run chase at the run rate of 13 runs per over. They have scored 26 for the loss of 1 wicket, and it will be Raj who will be on strike. Mohit. That's a short pitch delivery. Shown the direction, and the ball goes all the way for a boundary to start the over. 5 boundaries in his innings till now. Raj is in a mood today to score runs all the way. "30 runs on the board. That's been lofted. The ball coming straight near the commentary box. It's a big hit. The fuller length, and Raj dispatches the ball out of the park. It's the maximum. Seems to be in a hurry too. Now that's been smoked away. Back to the bowler's drive. One more boundary in the over, resulting the score to bounce in the ways of 4 and 6s. The score reaches 40. Ball. And 9 balls, 30 runs this time. Defensively played towards points region, not for any runs. 10 balls, 30 runs. And he seems to be in a big mood, swinging the bat as if it is a baseball. Raj in his stride. Missing his run up there, and we'll have to wait and watch that nothing serious happened to him. But then till it's the Raj who has made a captain innings till now. 10 balls, 30 runs, and 40 runs have been scored. 1 wickets have fallen. 2.4 overs. They are scoring at the run rate of 15 runs per over. Mohit 1.4 overs, 33 runs, and Trimbak 1 over 7 runs and 1 wicket. Invaders need 102 runs from 104. Well, this is going to be an interesting run chase. The required run rate 5.88.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
A short break. Ashok to bowl the new over from the pavilion end. Oh, that was a close call. Ball remaining low. Passing the stumps just by an inch. It's the big wicket of Raj which they need. 40. 40 for the loss of 1 wicket. That's been cut away, but a diving effort in the points region. Just a single.
Bowler number 2, Maurice, continue.
41 41 for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Invaders, they have completely taken the charge in this match. First in the bowlings and now here in the batting. Rajesh playing a good knock and giving him is the company a fun. For live scores and updates, you all can follow us on Jfsc app from the Play Store, and the match is live on Jfsc YouTube channel. It's the 22nd match between Somaiya versus Invaders. Struck on the pads, a loud appeal for the leg before. Trimbak starting the things well in this over. A dot ball to start the over, but then it would be Rajesh, the key factor between the Invaders and the Somaiya for this match. He is in a good touch, making runs every time he comes on to bat. Loves hitting those big shots, and till now he has succeeded. Wanted to go for a slog hit over the mid wicket, missing it completely. He's made his mind clear, and a player like him is always a delight to watch. This time it's a connection. The ball is in the air and clears the fence. Rajesh once again striking back to the bowler. Stand and deliver. It's the 6 number 2 of this innings. 47 is the score for Team Invaders. It's the 4th over in progress. Punched on the back foot, not for any runs. It's the clean hitting done by Rajesh. Lodges the ball outside the park. And getting the advantage of power play. That's a clean hit out of the park. The ball goes all the way for a biggie. And it's 50 up with this 6. 53 for the loss of 1 wicket. Two sixes in this over. That's been flicked away. There's a fielder at the square leg. A dot ball to end the over. It's 5 overs gone. 4 overs have been completed, and the score is 53. So well, they have succeeded in scoring those 53 in a quick session. The quick fire from Rajesh. 4 overs gone, 53 for the loss of 1 wicket. And it's Sunil from the pavilion end outside the leg stump line. White ball called by the umpire. One more addition to the total for Invaders. .54 for the loss of 1 wicket. Fun on strike. That's a good delivery onto the pads. Not for any runs. And a batsman like Rajesh and Afan are a delight to watch. They just go after each and every delivery. In the power play, swing and a miss. There's a healthy nick. This time the bowler succeeds. And the breakthrough in the form of Afan. The second wicket falls. And a good piece of a keeping there. And finally a breakthrough. Omer taking that catch. The new man in is Tosif at the striker's end. So the bowling change working here for team Somaiya, and they would be thinking to strike back once again. Quick early wickets and they could be in the game. 53 for the loss of 2 wickets. Once again a swing and a miss. Tosif wanted to go for a big hit above the long on fence. Just a right line and length. Sunil showing the way how to bowl. That's a good delivery. Keeping the batsman in 2 minds. The medium pace beating the outside edge. Again is Tosif. 3 consecutive dots after a wicket. Building the pressure on the batsman. The target is not that big. They have completed 50 runs in the. This is the 5th over in progress. 53 for the loss of 2 wickets. Lovely piece of a fielding and bowling there by Sunil. So a good over coming to an end from Somaiya's point of view. It's 53 for the loss of 2 wickets.
53. वाइड ऐड किया ना वाइड ऐड
Rajesh playing on 43 of 18 balls, and Tosif has arrived on the pitch. Has faced 4 balls, but he has not scored any runs. It will be Rajesh on strike. That was back of the lane delivery, punished away. Fine leg boundary comes to an end, and with the help of this boundary, the score for Team Invaders moving on to 58. The very first ball that's been played away towards the fine leg for a boundary. Rajesh, well shot of his half century. Leg slip in position. Siddhant. That's a good ball. To keep the batsman like Rajesh silent, you need to bowl those deliveries right in the corridor of uncertainties and maintain the line and length on the off stump line. Not give away easy room, otherwise he will punish you. He'll go after each and every delivery. This time that's been driven and driven beautifully. It's a run chase for the fielder, and with that he raises his bat in style. He is in the run flow. It's the half century for the big man at the big moment. Each and every time Rajesh plays the ball, we see a big shot coming in. 51 of just 31 deliveries. I beg your pardon, it's 21 deliveries and almost double the strike rate he's playing. Strike rate of 242, 8 boundaries, 3 sixes, 9 dots, and 21 balls, 51 runs. A well kept in innings by Rajesh in the middle. 62 is the score. Now that's been smoked away on the leg side. Easy pickings here for Rajesh, and one more boundary to the tally of Invaders. The score moving on 66 for the loss of 2 wickets. This time change in the end. Left arm over the wicket for the right hand batsman. Yes, this is the right line and length you need to bowl to the batsman like Rajesh. And certainly he would be thinking to bring the ball in for the right hand batsman, which creates an angle and take a wicket. Siddhant. 3 boundaries have been scored in this over till now. Punched towards the covers region for a single. Turning out to be a good over for Invaders. Somaiya seriously need a wicket or a 2, but then it's the end of the over. From the pavilion end, the first over he bought a wicket of Afan. That's been played into the vacant region. Ball will race down once again. It's a boundary for Rajesh in this innings. So the runs coming in the form of boundaries here, as still as Rajesh could be on strike. The score moving on to 71 for the loss of 2 wickets in 6.3 overs. Bat and pad together, a forward defensive shot, not for any runs. It looks like he's playing with the bowler's mind there in the middle. One fielder at point, one fielder at the slip cordon. Once again, that's been pulled away for just a single. The two batsmen out were Dr. Asif Roshan and Afan Virani. It will be Tausif Khan who would be on strike. Yet to open his account. That's a good shot on the covers region for a single. It's the end of the over number 7. 73 for the loss of 2 wickets. Team Invaders. It will race down all the way for a boundary. The first boundary from the blade of Tausif Khan. Over the wicket for Tausif onto the pads. It's a good call by Rajesh. Was running towards the danger end, but in the end, it's a comfortable single. Leg by is signalled. 78 for the loss of 2 wickets. Team Invaders completely in the hold of this match. Now the fielder from a forward square leg being brought towards the deep forward leg. And exactly the ball where the fielder was set, but then it's a single for Rajesh to rotate the strike. Rajesh Menon playing a captain's knock here. .30 balls and 62 runs, 10 boundaries and 3 sixes in this innings. That's a defensive shot. Dancing down the track. That's been hoisted. Up and over. Tosif bringing that stroke from his blade. And what a shot. Tosif Khan on fire now. Sweet timing. Getting that elevation. 85 for the loss of 2 wickets. Once again dancing down the track. That's been driven away beautifully. It's a boundary. Over 89 for the loss of 2 wickets. Team Invaders. For Somaiya. They seriously need some miracle in the middle. Rajesh Menon playing a captain's nog and Tosif Khan coming to his party. Now that's been hived away towards a long off. One bounce into the hands of the fielder. Good running between the wickets. "90" is the score for Team Invaders. It's the 9th over which has started. Shout of a catch, and yes, very well judged. The big wicket of Tosif Khan coming at the right moment for Somaiya. Very well judged. Running regulation catch completed, and it's the 3rd wicket which has fallen for Team Invaders. Was a completely in not control of that shot was Tosif Khan. Wanted to go for a big hit, miscued it, and easy regulation catch by the fielder from the deep covers. The 3rd wicket falling of the Team Invaders on the score of 90. Pankaj, the new batsman in. Always Dalvi at the striker's end. The big wicket of Tosif Khan falling on the score of 90. As we can see, the batting depth in this team. This time again it was in the air, but then just short of the fielder at the long off region. "91" is the score, and once again the field being widespread. They are in the look for the big wicket of Rajesh Menon. Leg spin being introduced by the captain. Once again, a big shot. The ball is in the air, and yes, finally the big breakthrough they needed. It's the big wicket of Rajesh Menon coming at the right moment. 2 quick wickets in the regular intervals, and Well, the beginnings coming to an end by the captain. Caught by Sunil, and as soon as the leg spinner was called, two important wickets falling at the right moment for Somaiya. And he has set the stage for the batsman walking in. 10 boundaries, 3 sixes, 32 balls faced, 63 runs. A beautiful knock coming to an end. A good strategy by the captain of Somaiya, but then the required runs. 91 is the score. 4 wickets have fallen. So well, something to cheer here. Now that's been sweetly cut away between both the fielders. Ball will win the race. That's a good piece of a batting by Awais Dalvi. So carrying on the work which the captain left away. And straight away the score moving on with the help of this boundary for Team Invaders. 95. That's a good defensive shot. Bat and pad together, giving the respect to the good delivery. Dot ball to end the over. It's 95 for the loss of 4 wickets. Eleven overs to go. 47 runs needed to win this match. Invaders. A good piece of a fielding there. So as soon as the wickets have fallen, it's the body language which has changed the moment for Team Somaiya. Target being 142. That was a bouncer attempted on the body line. Good strategy by the bowler, bowling a bouncer to the new batsman who has walked in. They might be thinking to take a wicket or a two. Leg slip being called on. That's a good delivery. Played back to the bowler, not for any runs. They know that they have the match in their hand, not to lose the wicket and then keep on scoring on each and every loose delivery which they get. Once again, Shiva over the wicket for the right hand batsman. That's been played towards the deep point region for a single. 96 for the loss of 4 wickets, 9.4 overs. Eyeing where the field has been set. Shiva That's a good delivery. Played towards short covers, not for any runs. What a delivery! The off stump comes flying in, and it's the fifth wicket for Team Invaders, falling 10 overs being bowled out, and Team Invaders need some partnership in the middle now. Arshad Sheikh, the new batsman in. 5 wickets fallen. The big wicket making a difference here of Rajesh Manan, the captain. But then they have wickets in their hand and they can score runs. The required run rate par below 96 for the loss of 5 wickets in 10 overs. Target being 142. That was a short pitch delivery and swept away. The ball is racing and racing fine, beautifully. All the way for a boundary to start the over. And with that, it's 100 up for Team Invaders in the 11th over. 100 for the loss of 5 wickets. It was a short pitch delivery and Ram Goenka hitting the ball very well. Tossed up delivery. The fuller length, this time driven up to the long off for just a single. 101 is the score for Team Invaders. So as soon as we saw the previous over from Aditya picking up those 2 important wickets and setting a game here for Somaiya, anything can happen in the game of cricket. One fielder at the deep square leg for that miscued pull shot, and one at long on, one at mid wicket, and one at fine leg. This time it's been driven above the bowler's head. Just a single. So the right and left hand combination in the middle for Team Invaders. So as soon as the batsman crosses their ends, it's a field which needs to be changed up. This time a full toss delivery driven, or just only a single. The need of an hour is that they rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard going on, and it will be easy pickings for both the batsmen, Arshad Sheikh and Ram Goenka, in the middle for the run chase. 5 wickets have fallen on the score of 103. What a piece of a bowling that is from Aditya. It's the match number 22 between Somaiya versus Invaders. Winning the toss, electing to bat first. They were bowled out by the Invaders on the score of 141. Once again going for the slog sweep. Not able to connect it properly. End of a good over by Aditya comes to an end. (103) for the loss of 5 wickets. It will be Shiva from the far end to continue. It was angling on to the pads. A good piece of a keeping by the wicket keeper, stopping the ball. The score remains on 103. Both the batsmen have the ability to hit the big shots, but then the need of an hour is that they play safe and pick up those easy runs and not go for big shots. That was an bouncer attempted by the bowler, the slower bouncer. What a piece of a bowling, Shiva. The ball going between the bat and the pad. The middle stump uprooted. It's the 6th wicket down. What a piece of a bowling that was. Onto the middle stump line, missing it completely, and the ball goes on to hit the middle stump. It's the 6th wicket down. Somaiya making a good comeback in this match, as we were expecting some quick wickets, and well, that could be the game for Somaiya. And the new batsman walking in is Santosh Singh. 39 required of 51 balls. So the variation making a difference here from Shiva. It's the same length which he bowled. One bouncer and then one skidded, remained low. As soon as the wicket falls, the fielders erupt, and the body language which has suddenly changed, changing the entire route of this match. That was a short pitch delivery outside the leg stump. White ball called by the umpire. 38 runs still needed to win this match. Well, the bowlers are inviting the batsmen for a play and playing with their minds. That's an outside edge. It will race down towards the third man region. A good piece of a fielding there. 2 runs coming. And with this 2 runs, the score moving on 106 for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Invaders. As we can see, the 4th wicket fall on the score of 90, 5th wicket on the score of 91, and then on it's a game on for Somaiya. This time again driven towards the extra cover region for a single. That's the need of an hour that They keep scoring on each on every delivery. Do not take unnecessary risk. And it will be Arshad Khan on strike. That's a good shot, but straight to the fielder at the covers. And dot ball to end the successful over. 12 overs gone, it's 107 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Aditya, continue.
Well, 35 runs needed of 48 deliveries. Aditya being brought into the attack. And what a game changer he has turned out to be. 2 big wickets and game changing for the moment for Somaiya. That's a beauty delivery from Aditya. Not giving away easy room to the batsman like Santosh Singh. A perfect all-rounder for Team Invaders. The first innings we saw a good piece of a bowling by Santosh, but here is out for his team to bat out. Wanted to go for a big shot. Not happy with himself, but certainly he will get a single for that. Wanted to go for a slog sweep over the sweeper cover. Just a single, and it will be Arshad Sheikh on strike. Once again a half volley that's been smoked away into the boundary line by Arshad Sheikh. That's a good shot. Loose delivery outside the off stump and he will punish you. Things getting easier here for the Team Invaders. 112 for the loss of 6 wickets. There's a big appeal for the leg before hitting him on the thigh pads. Good comeback by the bowler. Ball pitching outside the off. Surely the impact would have made impact. And that's a good delivery. A good cheeky single. Shy at the striker's end. Oh dear. Magical moments here for Somaiya team, and this run out proving to be fatal here. Arshad Sheikh. And a beautiful throw by Aniket right on the stumps. Is the moments left in this match. Nobody would have imagined 7 wickets falling. So as we always say, the low scoring encounters are the most interesting ones. And it's the new man walking in for Invaders. (112 for 7). Akshay Nivalkar at the non-striker's end. A direct hit making the difference here. And it's a good tough fight given by Somaiya, making a fight back in this match. Target is of 142. This time it's in the air and easily it goes over. The bowlers had for a maximum. Santosh Singh. So it's the wicket falling at the one end, and from other end it's the runs flowing in. 13 overs gone, 118 for the loss of 7 wickets. Shiva from the far end to continue his fourth over. He's been a good touch here. 3 overs, 20 runs, 2 wickets at the economy of 6.67. And Aditya, 3 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets to his name. Mohit being a bit expensive, 1.4 overs, 33 runs. Trimbak, 2 overs, 19 runs and a wicket to his name. Sunil Kute, 2 overs, 7 runs and 1 wicket at the economy of 3.5 overs. That's the story till now. And Invaders require 24 runs from 42 balls at the required run rate of 3.43. And it will be Akshay Nivalkar on strike. Leg slip in position. Good take by the wicketkeeper, missing down the leg side. Extras won't help Somaiya to get the grip of the wickets, but then it will surely help Invaders to win this match. Good use of the wrist that's been flicked away, and easy pickings for the singles here, and it will be Santosh Singh on strike. The last ball of the previous over went above the bowler's head for a maximum. That was a good stroke from Santosh Singh. Oh, that's a misfield. That won't help. The ball will race down the mid-wicket region for a boundary. That was firmly hit by Santosh, using the full face of the bat, and one more boundary, making things easier for the Invaders. 18 runs from 40 balls. The required run rate going down 2.7. He's an all-round performance guy. Santosh Singh bowls well and even bats well. Once again down the leg side. 17 runs required to win this match. Seven wickets have fallen, but then it's the death batting which help Invaders. That's a beauty shot that's been flicked away, but then put down. Lifeline. Oh my goodness, had that been taken, that would have been one more twist in the tail. Siddhant was there for that shot, but in the end the ball popping out of his hand. The ball skidding in this time. Driven straight to the bowler, not for any runs. So missing down the leg side, and the ball races down the fence. Easy pickings here for Team Invaders. Those 5 runs will be more crucial. 131 is the score of Team Invaders. Around the wicket. That's been hoisted. Sweet sound of the bat, and it travels all the way for a maximum above the bowler's head.
Ball please.
Akshay hitting that stroke at the right moment. 137 is the score. That's a good shot offered, but not for any runs. End of the over. 5 runs short of just a victory is Team Invaders. Five runs short of the victory, and it's Sunil in the bowling attack from the pavilion end. Santosh Singh on strike. What a roller coaster match this has been. 5 runs short of the well-deserved victory here, but then into the middle and leg stump line, not for any runs. A dot ball to start the proceedings. 1 stroke, and it will be the game for Team Invaders. The big handy knock of the captain Rajesh Menon. 63 of 32. Going down the leg side, there was an appeal.
इसके बाद एक और
More often it was needed to build the pressure, but Santosh Singh seems to be very comfortable. Ball skidding once again. He wants to go for a big hit, wants to finish the match in the style, but then you need to be careful. Even a small mistake can put you in some trouble. That's a defensive shot, the correct one from the batsman, bringing the bat and pad together. A good delivery, and given the right treatment it needed. Just 5 runs short of the victory. Do not take under any risk and just punish the loose delivery which you get. But what an fight back this has been from Somaiya team. That's in the air. Straight into the hands of the fielder at the long on. Once again a twist in the tail. Eighth wicket falling on the score of 137. Intentionally the ball was done in the fuller length. The bowler knew he would go for a big hit, and Rightly, the fielder was stationed at the long on fence, and it's the 8th wicket falling on the score of 137. Ruksar, the new man in at the striker's end. And what a game this is turning out to be. A roller coaster, completely. A fight back from Somaiya.
रुखसार भाई 5 रन आराम से.
It's the last delivery coming on from Sunil, and the thing which Ruksar can do is just defend this ball and give the strike back to Akshay for the next over. Hitting on the pads, impact was in line. It's the good over coming to an end by Sunil. And it's the wicket maiden over for Somaiya team. 15 overs gone, 137 for the loss of 8 wickets. Team Invaders.
लास्ट ओवर है ना इसका आदित्य का ना कितना 16 दिया अभी तक आदित्य 10 11 24
Aditya into his 4th over, 24 overs, 24 runs he has considered till now. Can he get those 2 wickets? Is there still a twist in the tail remaining in this match? What a match this has been. A proper roller coaster ride here for the cricket lovers. It's the full toss that's been dispatched, and it goes in style over the fence for a biggie. Akshay Nivalkar finishing the match in style for the Invaders. Winning the match by 2 wickets are the Invaders, and what a match this has been. It's the Jfsc T20 Championship match number 22. Winning the toss, electing to bat first. 142 was the target, but then the fight back from Somaiya, not giving an easy win, but in the end, Invaders winning the match by 2 runs. And it's the live action you can see in the Jfsc YouTube channel. It's a comfortable win here for the Invaders, but then it's we are signing off the things here at the Fatima Cricket Ground. Till then, stay connected with us on the Jfsc YouTube channel.